Chief General Bantag faces more charges. This time, two Bilibid gang leaders are set to sue him. To talk about this, we have Bureau of Corrections Acting Director General Gregorio Catapang. Welcome back, the Chiefs, General Catapang.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Director.
Magandang gabi, sir. Sir, maganda ng kulay nyo. Parang bagay sa Bilibid talaga eh.
Kaya sinasabi ko.
General, bago po tayo dumating dito sa bagong kaso, sa bagong bintang kay General Bantag, we want to get your explanation also and your side to yesterday kasi kausap namin ng abogado naman ni Sulweta. And just to get clarity on that, kasi sabi niya, hindi naman nagtatago si Sulweta at minsan hindi nawala. Ang sabi nila, what was he supposed to do? Pagdating niya, he was essentially out of office. And sinabi, wala. Mukhang may tao na doon sa opisina ko. Ba't pa ako magpapakita doon? Ano po ba talaga ang status ni Sulweta nung umpisa po ng inyong panunungkulan dyan?
Officially, he was still seconded here. Inaiwan siya. So, because he was a person of interest. But unfortunately, after 4 days, hindi na namin siya malocate. So, we decided just to return him to his mother unit. So, he's back with the BJMP.
So, sir, you mean he's been reporting to the BJMP
Parang hindi
again?
na yung version niya. Parang sabi niya, pumasok siya, parang iba na raw ang nag-okupa ng opisina niya. At sabi raw sa kanya na na-terminate na siya or napalitan na siya. So, hindi na siya nagre-report. So, ano pong nauna? Na hinahanap niyo siya or siya yung pumasok at terminate niyo na siya? At least from the position, ni-relieve. Ano po yung nauna doon? Yeah.
He was relieved from his position and he was supposed to be reporting to the office of the Director General. Parang on hold status siya.
Parang floating.
Unfortunately, after 4 days, hindi na siya malocate. So, we decided that we will just return him to his mother unit in as much as he is not anymore reporting to us.
May official communication po doon? Kasi hindi ba kapag ganon meron kang official order, di ba? You are hereby directed to return to the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. Tinanong namin siya kagabi. Sabi ko nga, organic pa ba kayo sa BJMP? And did you even bother to ask kung nandun pa kayo, kasama pa kayo? Parang walang, talaga nag-disappear lang siyang bigla Hindi na niya pinursu kasi sinabi daw sa kanya, fired out na siya sa Bureau of Corrections.
I cannot fire him.
Official communication.
I cannot fire him. He's just a seconded person here. The only office that can fire him is his mother unit, BJMP.
May official communication po. Meron bang order, written order to him, bumalik ka dito, report to the BJMP.
Yeah, we terminated his duties status here because he's just a seconded person. So he should be reporting to his mother unit, BJMP.
Okay, he should be reporting. I mean, the reason naman po, para to be clear, the only reason we're asking and we want this clarified and why we think this is also crucial to his side is because they are using this basically as premise for why he was scarce. They're saying, hindi siya nagtago, wala na siyang trabaho I guess ang tanong lang po is, does he have any legitimate reason for the authorities, the police in this case, and those investigating the murder of Percy Lapid, does he have any legitimate reason to not be available or reachable or accessible to the authorities?
He has no reason not to be available. It's either he's at home, he's in the office of the Bucor, or he's in this mother unit.
So officially po, ano siya ngayon, awol siya ngayon. Absent without leave siya, officially.
Yeah, maybe. Because he's back to his mother unit, he should be reporting to BJMP. So I don't know what his status is in the BJMP.
Pero sir, officially as far as the paperwork is concerned, kasi in the end, that's what the court will be looking at, the paperwork eh. As far as the paperwork is concerned, kailan po siya tinanggal sa kanyang posisyon as DSO dyan sa Bucor, and then eventually kailan siya binalik sa BJMP, versus kailan siya biglang nawala. If you can run us through the timeline po.
I think he was with us for 1 week, and then after that, we were locating him. He cannot be found in his house because hindi katulad sa military yan, if you are on preventive suspension, you should be staying in your quarters and you are prevented from moving around, no? And then the guards will watch you. Unfortunately, dito sa Bucor, there's no system like that, so we expected him. He was staying in his house and we were monitoring him, and we knew that he was still in the house, but after 4 days, he cannot be located. So I decided that return him back to his mother unit so that our responsibility in looking after him will be with his mother unit.
Sir, when you say his house, you're referring to his quarters at the Bucor, or are you referring to the house where the summons was served, I think, in Caloocan City? Which one is it po?
I think he doesn't have a house here. Wala namang housing accommodation dito sa Bucor eh. So
residence
we assumed that he was staying in his house. He has a personal house, and we
Pero
were
bakit niyo
monitoring.
siya, why were you monitoring him and finding him there at the start, tapos biglang nawala? Why were you monitoring him to begin with?
Because he was the suspect in the investigation. Because we wanted him to be investigated as
So
regards
this
what
was
happened.
after he was, yes, but this was after he was terminated. Parang ganon, sir.
No,
So
we didn't-
tinerminate nyo muna, tapos...
No, we didn't terminate him. He was with us for investigation. But he was what you call it, relief of his duties for investigation. He should be staying at his house, which we assumed he was there, and we know he was there. We were monitoring him for 4 or 5 days, and after 5 days, we cannot anymore locate him. So we decided that we will issue orders that he's being returned to his mother unit, in as much as his mother unit should be the one looking after him.
Sir, you're saying,
Kasi
sir...
ang sabi po niya, nag-report siya dyan, pero iba na nga ang nasa...
No, he never reported. He was just staying at home.
So that's not true. Okay.
Speaking of his duty, sabi rin niya, wala naman daw siyang jurisdiction sa maximum security kung saan nangyari yung pagpatay kay June de Leamor. Can you tell us kung ano talaga exactly yung mga duties niya? Medyo mataas yung rango niya, di ba? He's in charge of security for the entire Bureau of Corrections.
Yeah, he was the second in command.
So did he have
After Bantag, he's the
access?
second in command.
Oo. So
Yeah.
kanya yun, lahat ng compound within the Bilibid.
Pwede niyang
And not only
pasukin.
in Bilibid, di ba? All the penal farms in charge siya.
Yeah. He was in charge because he was the chief of operations.
Kasi ang sabi niya, hindi naman siya pwedeng pumasok sa maximum security. Totoo ba yun?
Pwede. During his time, di ba? During the time that Solveta or Villamor were still alive, he was still there. It only happened when we started looking into where what happened to Villamor when he died. No? Doon na nawala si Solveta.
Okay.
Okay.
O sige, sir, punta tayo ngayon dito sa bagong development dyan sa Bilibid. In particular, these two Bilibid gang leaders accusing General Bantag of stabbing them. Ano po yung mga detalye nitong accusation na to?
Yung isa, he was stabbed by a dagger. Parang it's just yung pinako sa cross yun. Tagus-tagusan yung dagger sa kamay niya. And na-immobilize yung kanyang middle finger. And then the other one, he was stabbed in the legs, in his leg. And they want to get justice for the stab or the torture they received from Bantag.
Bakit ngayon lang po sila lumabas? I mean, February pa raw nangyari yan. What made them come forward to make these accusations?
I think they finally decided, kasi nung umupo ako dyan, I already heard about it. And then I was asking them, willing ba sila mag-testify? Mahirap yan, kwentong kutsero yan. And then finally, nag-decide sila na this is the time to get justice for what happened to them.
But maliban po sa kanilang coming out and being willing to testify, pagka po may mga incident na ganyan, whatever it is, stabbing yan eh. Di ba? May incident report po ba? May medical legal report on this? Was this, in other words, documented in any way in February when it happened, when it supposedly happened?
It was never documented. In fact, they are saying now that they were even paid 50,000 each to keep their mouth shut.
Pero malinaw na po ba, Director, kung anong dahilan? Kasi ang sabi dun sa report nagiinuman lang naman daw at parang medyo nalasing na si Gerald Bantag. Ano ba yun? Nakatuwaan lang sila o nagalit sa kanila or what? Bakit sila sinaksak?
Hindi nga rin alam ng PDL kung anong kasalanan nila eh. Because ang nangyari, pinatawag lahat yung mga commander. They were 13 of them. And then
May jailbreak daw na naganap. And uminit nga yung ulo niya.
Bakit
dahil lasing na. So, ganun daw, napagdiskitahan.
Kita yung dalawa.
Yun yung mga claims nila.
So Director, anong ifa-file nyo? Anong balak nyong case na i-file ngayon kung sakali na matuluyan sa prosecution?
Yeah, of course, yung stabbing case against him sa fiscal, and then torture sa human rights, and then more also, pwede naman kami mag-file sa ombudsman for things that they have done. While in the performance of their duties.
Yes, sir.
Do you expect other inmates to come forward and tell their own stories, if any? Meron bang ganyan? Is that what you hope to do now? And what are you trying to prove by this? Because I imagine that General Bantag and probably Zulueta also are now saying, which they have said, na talagang pineframe nyo raw sila. No? So my question is, ito ba, are you soliciting these kinds of complaints in order to, not build a case, no, but to basically frame them by showing that the perception that they're, corrupt and engaging in criminal activities is true?
Yeah, we are not framing them. We are just filing the case, and we want them to answer it in court in the proper forum.
Yeah, but are you actively engaged in soliciting testimonies like this as part of your, I don't know, ano bang ginagawa ninyo dito? I'm sure sinasabi nga ni General Bantag, tinan nyo kung ano-ano nang kinakalkal nila tungkol sa akin para lang ma-corner ako. I'm sure this is how they're thinking. Is there any basis to believe nga that yan ang nga ginagawa nyo?
Oh, these people just come forward and they want justice. So what's the problem with that?
Kumusta naman po yung paghukay dyan kay Yamashita? Ano na, may ifa-file na ba kayong kaso?
Yeah, we'll file,
Pati yung sa yung sa kumpanya that undertook the digging, kumusta na yung progress ng investigasyon na yon?
yeah, the DNR already made their findings and that there was indeed an illegal quarry in the director's quarters, and that somebody should be blamed for it. And because of that findings, we'll file a case against DG Bantag or illegal excavation. And also, of course, with Atom, because the Atom already confirmed that they were told to do the digging. And as regards Atom, we will also look into the allegation. We just learned about it na binigyan na pala kami ng mga titles, about 200 hectares. And then all of a sudden, these titles were already transferred to us as a donation by Mr. Bote or Mayor Bote in behalf of the Nueva Ecija or his municipality. And now he binawi niya yung mga titles.
Titles to what to, General?
Deed of donations, title. He donated already 200 hectares to the Bucor.
Yung may-ari ng Atom.
Yeah.
In exchange
In exchange for the digging contract.
Yung digging contract.
No. In exchange of developing Bucor, Muntinlupa Bucor, into an F1 racing track or some
Formula 1.
For the horse.
Sir, can you tell us about that contract? Exactly what were the specifics in that contract? I suppose you've coordinated or talked to Atom already, and ano yung napagkasundo nila ang gagawin dapat yan? Yung hukay, para talaga saan ba? Para ba talaga sa diving pool yan? Tapos ito pa lang, F1.
Racetrack na pala.
May F1 pa pala.
Racetrack pala.
Kabayo na to. Oo.
Yes, sir. Can you give us details? What exactly have we found out?
What I just found out is there were donations already, no, of about 200 hectares.
Yes, sir.
Laki-laki nun
and then my business center head and also one of my attorneys, with just an handwritten note of Mayor Bote, without informing me, returned the donated titles.
General, kanino dinonate yung title? Ang laki-laki ng 200 hectares. Kanino dinonate? Sa Bureau of Corrections?
Yeah, sa Bucor, because we wanted space there so that we will relocate some of our prison here. There,
In exchange lang for that digging sa Muntinlupa?
Hindi. For the entire
development.
So it's basically a land
project development.
So basically a land swap. Basically a land swap.
Swapping. Swapping.
Land swap siya.
Yes. But yes, sir,
Sino
but
mga signatories? Mga signatories?
Wala nga raw kontrata, di ba? Kaya nga
Paano nga, i-donate siya?
May deed of donation pero walang kontrata. That's how I understand it, no? Kaya hindi rin alam ni Secretary Boying Remulla how to proceed in the absence of a contract. Kasi hindi nila mahabol yung atom doon, di ba? So, actually, yung atom ang medyo tagilid dyan. Sila yung naghukay na, gumastos na, at ngayon, wala na yung deal.
Pero hindi ba
Pero sir,
may
can you
mag-accept
give us more
donasyon
details
kahit
about
paano?
the
Meron
project?
bang acceptance? Oo. Di ba dapat
Tinanggap
may
na nga tapos biglaling daw
Hindi, yung sino
Diba?
nakapirma ng official acceptance. Di ba you have to accept it on behalf of Bucor? Sinong nag-accept?
Hindi, title na yun na naipangalan na sa Bucor. Clean title na na dinonate na
Basta ipinasa lang? Walang signatory on the part of Bucor? Hindi pa kailangan na signatory other party?
I'm not sure, but yun nga, title na yun na donation to Bucor.
Ngayon, binabalik kay Atom, ganun.
Oo.
Nabalik sa Atom.
O binabawi? Baka
Binabawi
binabawi.
nila.
Baka binabawi na nga dahil nga tinigil na yung paghuhukay.
Pero sir, balikan po natin yung kapalit. Ano dapat yung kapalit doon sa site ng Bucor? Can you give us more specifics doon sa project nila within the Bucor compound?
Yeah, I'm not really privy to the parang negotiation na yan, but what I just learned is nga nag-donate niya si Mayor Bote ng 200 hectares for us to use in Nueva Ecija, and apparently this land is still part of the 7th Infantry Division, so we are looking into it kung saan ba yung lugar na dinonate na 200 hectares.
Yes, sir. Pero may nabanggit kayo kaninang F1 racing track. Exactly what did you hear and what else did you hear? And yung F1 po, I suppose hindi yan yung hukay na ginagawa kasi pailalim.
Oo nga, maliit yun
So baka iba pa yun.
Hindi kasi yung hukay naman na yan na yung Yamashita treasure hunting. And then yung F1 racing track, nabanggit na rin yan ni Bantag na yun ang balak nila ni Mayor Bote.
Sa Nueva
Pero
Ecija.
the specific, in exchange for the 200 hectares, he will be donating for the F1 racing track.
Pero hindi po nyo alam kung sinong nag-accept. Imposible namang walang nag-accept on behalf of Bucor, Ganyang kalaking donasyon. We have to know para malaman kung sinong accountable kung sakasakali, di ba? From the government side.
Yeah, meron naman kaming mga data na, and we'll try to finish this kasi ang daming lumalabas na kaso or mga istorya that our hands are too full to get into the bottom of this all at the same time. Kasi hindi naman namin talaga mandato yan trabaho namin magbantay, ayusin yung mga mga PDLs.
Well,
There's a lot you have to do to clean up, believe it really. I mean, hindi pa nga natin napag-uusapan yung the deaths of high-profile inmates, na, di ba, na pinagdududahan na nga ngayon kung talaga namatay ng COVID or pinatay, So, how are things looking now that you're uncovering all of these? Is there any hope for plans to regionalize the Bilibid? Will this materialize? Can it materialize the next 6 years?
Yeah, I think so. Kaya nga gusto ko matapos na lahat yan Kaya sabi ko dun sa mga tao, inmates or otherwise, or Bucor employees, magsalita na kayo kasi next year gusto ko na mag-move on. I might not have the time to put on writing all this reklamo or human rights violation, Kasi ang bala ko, ipunin na lang lahat ito. Anong issue ito? Human rights, torture, o Commission on Human Rights. Anong issue ito? plunder o ipasa na to sa NBI, no? AMLAC, no? And then ako naman, next year, full speed ahead na ako sa reforms kasi nagbigay na ng marching orders na naman si Secretary Remulla. Oh, he wants to close down Bilibid, no? He wants to relocate and replicate the facilities here in a more modernized manner. The facilities that will have to be removed here, and he wants this place, yung Bilibid, Muntinlupa, as a government center, no? And then yung nga sa pag-iikot ko, I want to transfer the new Bilibid headquarters in Iwahig, Palawan. And then of course, sabi na nagsalita na si Secretary dyan, he wants the maximum prison camp in Mindoro, no? And then of course, meron pa rin naman kaming lupa sa Leyte. And then we want to go around and ask the regional directors ano saan baka pwede maglagay ng regional prison cell kasi meron na tayo sa at least 6 regions, no, with the 6 regional penal colony that we have, no? Meron tayo sa Leyte, meron tayo sa Mindoro, meron tayo sa Zamboanga, meron tayo sa Davao, at meron din tayo sa Palawan, no? And another thing, yung the secretary wants the vast lands that we have to be more productive, no? And we want to develop this as agricultural areas so that it can help the government in food security. So, and then of course, you have the New Clark City, Tarlac, as a government center in the north, and then we will have this Bilibid area, Muntinlupa area as a government center from the south, so that kung magkakaroon ng mga one-stop shop ang mga regional national offices here in Muntinlupa, they don't need to go to the head office in the Metro Manila, and that will help decongest Metro Manila.
Well, General Catapang, napakarami pong plano. I guess mahirap po talaga, but the good news for us is marami tayong pag-uusapan sa 2023.
Yeah, of course. Nakita ko naman yan because I was the head of the AFP modernization plan. I was the chief of the relocation and replication of the armed forces. When we gave up the Fort Bonifacio and Villamor and some other places that we sold initially to jumpstart our modernization program. So ito pwede naman gawin ito sa Bucor.
And we look forward.
We can give up the new Bilibid prison area in Muntinlupa. But what the good secretary wants, it will just be leased but not sold so that